welcome back. It's Friday. It is time for a little fun. I've got Ruff, as usual, my usual opponent or victim or however you want to call it.
I don't care.
He's
it's
here
fun
with
to be
me.
here.
He's here with me quite regularly, and we hit the Fridays, and that's all good. So, but we have a special guest today. We have Mike Bertucelli. So, how's it going, Mike?
Everybody, very good.
Good. So Mike had offered this up to me and Ruff, and I thought it was a great idea because both me and Ruff love tactical systems. And how many more tactical systems do we need, Ruff?
Oh, just one more. Yeah.
Just one more. Oh, we got a question. What's the dog's name?
The dog's name is Ruby.
And funnily enough, I'm drinking a Ruby beer tonight.
So we are going to play, and again, this is still play test quality, so we want to make sure you guys know all that. So.
I know Co-op's channel, whatever they're called, did a solo thing. This is the world premiere of a 2-player game.
That is correct. We're doing it. So there are some very cool tactics. Mike has shown this to me. We haven't played, but he showed me the way it works. And I'll tell you what, it's got my attention for sure. And
I see. That's fair. He showed you a sort of way how it works, and I'm going to go in blind. Thanks.
Well, half the time he's like, "Hey, Tony, I'm going to show you something. Are you available?" And I'm like, yeah, I am now." Or, "Hey, let's play this." Okay, we're going to play this.
Right.
And then he's like, "Let me show you something first." I'm like, how can I say no? Mike introduces me to a whole bunch of stuff.
Fair enough, but you're both off my Christmas card list.
I try to do that with you, Ruff, but you never answer my texts or my emails, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, there's a time difference. You know,
that's the excuse.
Yeah, your 9 o'clock at night is my sort of 4 in the morning. You know, so don't give me that nonsense. Hey, Camp, I'm gonna email. I did get your email about you know what, the old Penza Grenadier. Maybe we'll get together and have a chat on StreamYard just to sort of maybe finalize things rather than trying emails. It's a bit backwards and forwards, but I hope you're doing well. Brilliant.
We got Steve the NPC. I've heard of a lap dog, but not a shoulder dog.
Oh yeah.
So we've got, and so Jester's in there. He's probably at work finishing up his day, and he'll say, "Okay, I'm headed to work. I'll be back on." So he's always good. So we got Pete Madoff, Alistair. How's it going?
Yeah.
We got this is Sam, right?
That's the blooming designer. Who told him we were playing this?
I know. Who told him that?
Crap. Now I've actually got to play right. No, thank you, Sam, for jumping in.
Yeah,
thank
thanks,
you.
Sam. Great.
We appreciate it. Try to keep us on the straight and narrow. The one thing I will say is there is a slight delay between what you see and what you type. So I'll try to keep an eye on it, and then we'll go from there. So we'll try to keep things right, and you can always yell at Mike because it's Mike's fault, and we'll just go with that.
Yeah, it's Mike's fault. Thanks, Cam. Okay, I'll zap you an email.
Yep. Coy is in. Yep. Marco Bricks, Groucho.
Yeah.
Rob Allen.
Hi, Rob.
Kyle's in the house.
Well, they're all in tonight.
Man, we got quite a few people.
we got a good group here, and so we can chat sometime. Let us know. We have all these Yahoos, and you can go through that. But I'm actually looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. It's another tactical system. I know Sam's been developing this as a good crossover game, getting some different mechanics in different games. We know Herman Lutman likes to do that, uses mechanics from other games and other things, so it's all good. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share what we've got. So we are playing this on Tabletop Simulator, and I'll take our lovely faces off here in a moment.
Yes, please.
And then
they'll be on 2 hours tomorrow anyway, on the War Room. Let's not have them on as well tonight.
Yep. So we're all good, and definitely going to get started on this. So what I'm going to do, so Mike, as you're trying to talk about something, I'm going to try to zoom in on stuff. So just let me know if there's something particular you want to show me, so we can zoom in and show it off. So And at this point, I think we're just going to go to the full screen on the tabletop simulator.
Can I just say something? Because when I watched Sam's videos on it to get an idea how the game works, he was saying that it's not finalized yet, and there's going to be colorblind things taken into account, which is good because most people know I'm colorblind. So if that's going to happen, wonderful.
Yeah, I will ask you about some of the dice if you can tell a difference in these colors.
Well, if he's going to have red, green, blue, and white, that's fine because they're so different. You know, it's having green, yellow, orange, blue, and purple. I'd be stuck.
Yeah, it's red, yellow, and blue.
Yeah, that'd be fine because the red and whatever, it's not red, it's not blue, it's the other color.
Gotcha.
So that's fine.
Maybe they could put a little H on the dice or something. I mean, there's always things.
No, those colors, because when he said the colors red, red, green, blue, and white, that's fine. Okay. Because red can't be. I can't confuse red and blue, and white's fine. So yeah, if that's good, that's good. If that's the only color issue, I'm the only one that speaks up for us colorblind 10% of the population.
Oh no. We're always aware and try to.
Yeah, you're darn right.
Try to accommodate.
Let's not upset Ruff, they say.
That's right. He's too powerful in the industry.
I'm too powerful in the industry.
Ruff's like, they don't even listen to me. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know.
They don't listen to me either.
So, well, let's go ahead. I'm going to go full screen on this so we can go through. Everything looks good. My computer seems to be keeping up with the tabletop simulator, so that's always good.
Awesome.
I went with blue, yellow, and red to try to
because I'm the sort of red-brown colorblind. Carl was asking, so yeah.
Yep. So we were looking good. So what do we got here, Mike? Why don't you give the?
All right, I'll give the spiel. First of all, just to let everybody know, like we mentioned a little bit to begin with, Sam is here to answer questions. If anybody has it in the chat, he'll try to keep us playing correctly. Everything is still, a work in progress.
Yes, yeah.
Many of these mechanics may change slightly or dramatically. There may be new mechanics, added as the as we progress through, development. I've kind of, I met Sam at a GMT West a couple times ago, and real nice guy. Looked at his game, really liked it, so I kind of forced my way onto his team. He didn't ask me. I think he's just kind of stuck with me right now. So I'm helping out a little bit as much as I can. I've been pretty swamped with another game that you know about, but
really, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really,
yeah.
I've got clue.
Once I'm finished with that, then I'm going to be able to spend a little bit more time here, helping out as much as I can. But he's doing a great job. It's really cool to see some young. Sam's a young guy.
Yeah, that's the thing that upset me watching these videos.
Yeah,
with these young people.
I know, and it's pretty nice to see young people getting into the in our hobby and keeping it going. Unlike Gesture thinks that there's no young people left in our hobby. There are a couple, and he's one of them. He's one of the good guys. So I hope people support his endeavors, and he's got more than just this. I can't talk about anything in particular, but he's got quite a few designs that I'm sure GMT will be picking up very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that. So, all right. So let's just go ahead and get into this. You are looking at the map, which are, it's made up of cards. We have, columns and rows here. We have some terrain that is not shown for a purpose. That is fog of war. You guys will be able to look at some of the cards that you're adjacent to here in a minute during setup, when we do the setup. But until those things are flipped, they are unknown to your opponent. So our map is here. Our forces are up on top. The Germans are up here on top, and they will be defending. This is the first scenario in the box, and it's really a tutorial scenario, one to kind of to learn the game on. Very small count with cards and counters, and so we won't have a huge rules overhead here. What I figure I'll do is I'll do a quick run through, and then we'll start playing, and we'll teach as we play.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Now, sorry, Mike. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mike. Is it best if I sit on the opposite side of the table with next to my bits, my men, or come down?
You just rotate around, Ralph.
I have, yeah. So it means I've got to rotate all my men.
You
though.
it's up to you. You can sit in this orientation and or you can rotate them and sit on the other side of the table.
Yeah, I'm going to sit the other side of the table. Yes, I'll just rotate them.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll just flip it here really soon. So
That's up.
Here, I'll help you, Ruff. I'll make it quick for you.
You rotter. All right. Okay. Thank you. Don't make me hate TTS as well.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at over on the side up here, Tony. If you can zoom in on the scenario card.
yep. Actually, what I'll do is I will I'll alt it and make it large here.
Okay, whatever you want to do. So every scenario has its own card here, and we have the first one, Done with Sand, June 6th, near Colville, France. These cards have two sides, and it gives you the setup, as you can see on the right, how you set the cards up for the scenario, and it'll give us some starting stuff that we have to go through here. If you could, whoever has the red hand, if you could move it, and I could read. There you go. So it'll start with 4 fields. So you'll make up a terrain deck of 4 fields, orchards, woods, walls, streams, and houses to start with, and then it'll give starting locations for these cards that we pulled out. The remaining cards are over here on the right-hand side that we'll be drawing from. There's 6 cards over here that were left out that were not put on the board. These cards here are random. We don't know what they are.
Sorry, Mike. How many actual terrain cards are there going to be, or don't we know that?
I don't have that number on me right now.
Specific to you sort out the cards specific to the scenario, do you?
Yes, this is telling you exactly which ones to place, and it's telling us which ones are face up. The rest of them are all shuffled up, and then we've randomly put these out here, and there are 6 left over that make up this terrain deck that could replace some of these that are out here already. So that's how that part of this gets set up. Germans will set up first up on top. So when we do that, Tony, don't pay attention to what, well, we're not playing with concealment, so it doesn't really matter. Optionally, you can play without concealment, kind of recommended like when learning the game. So this first game, we'll just leave concealment out. And if you guys, if you enjoy this and you want to play more, next time we play, we'll play a bigger scenario.
Tanks.
I don't know if we'll go that big, but at least we'll go more infantry, and we'll do concealment and support weapons and all that stuff. And then if you like it, we'll build up from there. It's giving you your starting setup units. Same with you here, Tony.
Thanks, Sam.
That's what you're starting with there, and they're already set out here for you. Up here are yours. Down here are yours, Tony.
Yep.
And I'm going to flip this page, and on this back side here is going to give us a little bit more detail on what we're going to be doing here. The objective, okay? The Americans have to have a good order American unit in a house in either B1 or D1 at the end of the turn, at end of a turn, or eliminate all German units.
No chance.
Germans are trying to avoid their victory conditions.
Yeah, keep away from my houses.
Yeah, German withdrawal on 5 and the Americans on 8. And what that means is that every unit has 2 steps, and every time you take a step loss, you will lose one from your surrender. When you reach, when you're out of surrender points, then there are rules that kick in that you got to withdraw. I should be calling it. So that's how that works. Fixed uh, terrain are the houses. They can't be switched. So the houses cannot be replaced with other type of terrain. There are no special rules. And we have an event table over here. We can play with it or we can leave it out. It's up to you guys.
Oh no,
we'll play with events. I know me and Ruff love our
you know me, I like me random events.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's go ahead and get into a little bit of how the game actually works. To start the game off, the Americans have the initiative with this counter here, and it's on their side of the board. Every time, once the Americans take a turn, they will pass the puck over to the other side, and the Germans will take their turn. So I use this to go back and forth to note who is taking their turn, because things can happen during the turn. You might forget actually whose turn you're on. This is also two-sided. The initiative can change, and I'll get into that in just a minute. A turn consists of, and the Americans will take the first turn. You will draft one of the dice that are available. You'll assign it to a unit, and you will perform an action with them. Then it'll be the other side's turn. And in there, there's a chance to steal the initiative where if you do steal it, you'll be taking 2 turns in a row. And I'll get into that, how that works in just a second. And I want to talk about a turn structure and the dice. To start each turn, we will set up the dice, get the dice all ready to go. Then after that happens, we will go into the player's actions, which will be going back and forth, be taking actions until there's a set of dice that is right here. These dice right here are the common pool of dice. When we take whoever takes the last die from this common pool will end the turn. This common pool of dice here in the middle, these right here, both sides can pull from that and use them to issue orders with. Each side has a private reserve. The Germans up here, these 3, and down here, the Americans have these 3 down here. So you both can pull from the middle. You each individually pull from your private reserve. But the turn ends when these over here are finished. And there's a little meta game in here that you're going to be playing, when to use from which side and when not to use, which is a really cool part of the game, I think. Then the game will last a number of turns, and these are the turn dice up here. So when we run out of dice and we start like turn 2, we're going to take one dice from left to right. We're going to take one of these dice and we're going to add it to the common pool. So at the beginning of each new turn, we'll pull one of these dice into the common pool. When we're not able to pull any of these dice, the game is over.
So it's a 6-turn, basically a 6-turn or 6 full turn game.
Yes, exactly. We have a track here to do withdrawal points. We each have a counter on where you start at. We also have a initiative marker over here, and right now the Americans have the initiative with a -2 to their die roll. And what that means is during the game, it'll stay the Americans' initiative until the Germans are able to seize the initiative from them. Anytime the Germans, whoever does not have the initiative, plays a die from their private reserve, like he uses this red 5 for something, he also has the opportunity, if he wishes to try to steal the initiative. You each roll your own dice. The Germans have gray dice up here. Americans have these green dice down here. You roll 2 dice and you subtract. You know what? I'm gonna have to get into the rules. Sam, is it 2 dice or 1 dice? I can't remember. You'll be rolling dice and subtract it. The Americans will subtract 2 from their die roll. The low die wins initiative. So if the Americans continue to keep the initiative, then it moves one towards the German. So the next time the Germans try to get it, the Americans only have an advantage of a -1. It's one die each. And then, it gets down to here, nobody has advantage. And if the Germans still don't have it, then it starts to become their advantage until finally they're going to get the initiative. And then it'll flip to the German side. Then the Americans can try to steal it back with their private reserve dice. So that's how the initiative works. When the turn is done, we'll do a cleanup where we'll bring all the dice back into here, get them all set up. The initiative player will take the initiative to take the first turn of the next turn, and then we'll go on to that next turn. So let's talk about giving orders, because that's basically the crux of this whole system. Is when we're giving out orders, like for the Americans, we'll start with. I'm going to zoom in down here on the American stuff.
Yep,
A lot of these things will be the same on yours units, rough, and you'll have some differences, and I'll go into yours in just a second. You'll notice that a unit counter right here. I'm getting mine all centered up here. So we'll look at here. We'll look at this recon squad. We have a recon squad, assault squad, and over to the right we've got an American fire squad. On the right-hand side are their base stats. So basically, this star is their morale. So there's a morale of 8. This is their firepower when they're firing. Has a firepower 7 and a range of 3, and has a movement point. You can move into 3 terrain locations. So you can see like the recon and the assault squad can go into 3 terrain locations, where the fire squad can go into 2. They can't move quite as good as these 2 can. And you can move into a terrain location. There's symbols on these terrain cards. If you look at this terrain card right here, you have this little arrow symbol. That's like normal terrain. So you can freely go into that. So you can see there's 3 of them here. 1, 2, 3. You can easily go all the way up to there. Now, if you have difficult terrain, the symbol will be different, and it'll cost you a couple of movement points to go into that. And then there's also another symbol that will actually stop your movement. So when you enter that, you have to stop. So that's how movement works real quickly. Now, over here on the left-hand side, you have your different orders that the unit can take. And they have a die that is associated with it. So to do a fire order for this recon squad, you need to assign either a 4 or a 5 white die to it, or any color. If it's white or any color. If it has a color on it, like this one is half red, half yellow, then either a red or yellow 4 you can advance, or any number of blue will allow you to advance. Oh, the dogs. Sorry, guys. The brown
There's
truck.
somebody at the door. There's somebody.
They hate the brown truck. Okay. So for the recon, we have fire, and you see a little thing here, op fire. If they do a regular fire, they're just going to use a fire. If they're going to op fire, which means you're firing at an opponent that is moving, they get to have a little bit of bonus here. So they have a +1 to their firepower. That +1 means that 7 turns into an 8. They can advance firing. Of course, you're firing at your opponent, and this guy has a range of 3, as you can see right here. He can do an advance, which is the second one down, which means you can move 1 location and you cannot be off-fired at. You can take cover, which is finding cover in your location, which will help you in different situations. Always being in cover is good. A scout is a special action that the recon units can do, where they can look into a card. So Tony, you have scout. So
Yep.
you'll be able to look at this card without rough looking at it and seeing what it is, and taking the top card off of this terrain deck over here. You pull one of these cards and put it over here and look at it without rough knowing what it is. And then you could choose one of them and put the other one back at the bottom of this deck, and
Okay.
then flip it over and then move on to it. And that stops all your movement by doing a scout movement.
So the scout, you basically look at the card that's there, a random card.
Yep.
And you choose which one you want.
And you choose which one you want.
So okay, cool.
Of course, you're going to
want. Can't the scout also, when you want to sort of investigate, move sort of sideways?
Yes, lateral movement.
You can pick 2 cards and pick the best one.
Exactly. So if he was here, so if this is flipped up and he was here and he didn't like his terrain and he didn't want to move forward, he could call the thing called lateral movement, which allows him to take, like you said, take 2 cards off that deck, choose one, put it down here, and then put the other 2 at the bottom of the deck in any order he wants.
What you're doing there, in case people go, what's he doing? What's that all about? You're sort of exploring that card for other terrain, aren't you?
Yeah, there are multiple terrain types in each location. Yeah. So you're trying to better your terrain in a location. So in the rule book, there's a whole section on all of these different orders and what they do, and we can get into them in a little bit more detail as we play. But so that was this one. Quickly for this, the assault squad, basically the same thing, right? He's got fire, op fire, but assault means he can move, and he can also take 1 fire action anytime during his movement. But he has a -1 to his, so if he goes from an 8 down to a 7, he can take cover. He can also put smoke out into his location or an adjacent location, or move. Fire, you'll notice that fire has 2 different fire options on here. If you take a regular fire with a white 4 or 5, you're not getting any benefit. If you use one of these for op fire, which is the only one you can use for op fire, you're getting the +1. But if you sit still and shoot, but you can use a blue, red, or red or blue 4 or 5, you can do that fire option with a +1 to put it up to a 10 instead of a 9. Suppress, you can fire into a location, try to suppress everybody in that location so they can't fire out as good. You're not going to do any damage to them. I mean, you may pin them, but you're not going to do any kind of casualty reduction on them. But you will get their head down so they can't shoot back at you as well. And take cover, like we said before, and move. And then you have a leadership over here with a command. So they have a command radius here instead of like firepower. So they have a command value of 1 and a range. This guy's a range of 0. So he can just affect his own location and everybody in that location. And he can command, which is basically tells somebody to do one of their actions that's available to them. So he could take a white, a 5, and tell the fire squad to shoot with a +1. And even if the fire squad had a dice on it, he could still, like if he was used, he could still fire. Or if he didn't have one, he could do it. He doesn't have to put one on there. Rally, just what it says. You're going to try to rally broken units, and then coordinate. You can tell the entire stack that he's with to do a command that they have on their card. So
Yeah,
that's
one thing I'm gonna say, because Ian had asked if there's a way to modify the value or the color of the dice. Not particularly that, but this is kind of what Sam was talking about. The issue is that the sergeant can order a command on another unit without using a die for that unit.
So you get a free. He can command a free action sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
The other thing is, Mike, once you put a die on one of them cards, is that it, or can you put other die?
No, that's it. Once you put a die on a card, he is exhausted.
He's done, right?
And unless, right, the leader gives him a command.
Oh, right,
that oversees that. But yeah, so once you have a die on a unit, it's finished for the most part.
Right.
Sam saying leader support squads are the source of dice migration. Yeah.
Mitigate. So that way you're not at all. If the dice don't determine everything. You have a way to kind of control or give yourself a little bit more control, and
you can get an extra kick out of a squad by using the commander, or the leader,
Now for you, I'm looking at yours now, Ruff. You have command, coordinate, right? All the same, but you have a thing called survey. We'd have to read what that is. I can't remember what it is.
Hold on, let me get down there.
I believe you can look at a card without moving into it and see what it is. I believe we can read up on that one, or Sam can tell us in the chat. You have decoy squads. Well, without playing with concealment, you're not going to really use these decoy squads because they're not used without concealment. So
here we go. Survey allows a leader to preview. It's a leader to preview and alter terrain before it's entered.
Yep. So you can see what you're walking, mesh you're walking into. I'm going to take these decoy squads away because without concealment, they're useless. So you have fire squads, which are basically the same as Tony's, right? You've got suppress and take cover and fire and the op fire. And then you have sentry squads. And you'll notice that the sentry squads are really good at defending. They fire with a 1 or 2. And you'll also notice, like, Tony uses high numbers to fire, low numbers to move. And you're just the opposite.
Right.
So there's a little bit of dice manipulation going on. So that whole dice game is a game within the game.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, these guys cannot move as good as these fire squads can. And you'll notice that they're a little bit more mobile than the American fire squads at 2 and they're at 3. So there's a little bit of difference in the sides by these numbers.
But the thing is, would I want to move? I'm guarding these houses.
No, probably not. Now, you may move laterally, like if he's pushing a flank and you get more over to that flank, you might want to. But
yeah.
Now, and you'll notice here that there's an op fire with a +3, and there's also an op fire with a +1. Well, if you just use a 1 or a 2 of any color, and you're op fire and you're stuck with a +1 to your 8. But if you can use any red die to op fire with, you get a +3 instead, which puts that up to an 11.
Yeah. Now the op fire, you can move. You can op fire when they move. Yeah.
Yeah, when they're moving, you can op fire at them.
If they move again, can you op fire again?
Well, as long as you're not, yes, as long as you're not spent.
But once I put a die on there, they're done, aren't they?
Exactly.
So only one op fire per squad.
Right.
Right.
Unless you're with a leader and they, give you a
freebie,
give you a command and tell you to do right. So
we'll start with Weber. Yeah.
Placing leaders is pretty important, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have conceal, which is not going to matter because we're not using concealment. But next time we play, that's a good thing. You can, place concealment and stuff. It's probably enough to get us going. So, Tony, if you want to take your first, actually, Ruff, you need to place your units, and I believe you guys get to do some recon. Let me look here on these rules. I believe.
Yeah. So Sam cleared up the op fire. you have one option to op fire per zone entered. So if you keep moving, you may take multiple instances of op fire. So
perfect.
okay.
Excellent. So yeah, so remember that. Enforcement rules none. Oh, I thought you got to do some reconning in this. Did I miss that? Oh yeah. Yeah, the North Row recon is so the Americans. You can take a look at that North Row.
Okay.
And let's.
Do I have to look away, or will he be able to look at it without me seeing?
No, you can look at those, Tony, by holding down Shift.
Okay.
And
yeah, I think it's Shift and 0. That's it. I won't be able to see it then.
Shift and Alt, and you can look at the card.
Okay. I got you. Yep.
Oh, that's okay. Cool. So you can see. Oh, nice poker face there.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that one's even better.
Oh, that one's even better.
Don't believe anything you say, Tony. All right.
Oh God. Yeah, Sam's got it. Alt Shift. So yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
So
and Ruff, I hope you're not staring at my stream because you just saw all of them. But I know
I'm looking at Tabletop Simulator. I'm not on the. I'll flip back.
I know. I'm just
to look at the
anyway,
chat.
So.
I know. But now you've said it, I might do that.
And Ruff, you can look at this one, and this one here.
Oh, these three here.
You can look at those.
So that's what was it again?
Shift Alt if you're on a Windows.
Yeah.
Shift Command if you're on.
Oh, don't like that. No,
Shift Command if you're on a superior computer.
If you're on that dodgy old yeah, that'll do. Yeah, and no, there's two I don't like.
Okay. All right, Tony. So, now what we got to do is we have to roll some dice. And we're going to take every 6 out.
Oh, that's right. Take them away, don't you? Oh, God, I've got one and all.
You're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go there. And that's it. And that will produce a event because there are 3 dice that got pulled.
Oh, so the random is the number of 6s.
Yep.
So in this case, 3 is an untested officer. Clash. The losing player places their die on their own leader.
Yep. So you guys roll both of your dice, and the low wins.
Is it 1 die or 2 die?
It's 2. Or it's 1. It doesn't matter. You're rolling the same amount of dice.
That's true.
All right.
Got 9.
So you lose, Tony.
Okay. So I need to put places their die on there. So this 6 that I have here, this 6 goes on my leader?
I think so.
Yep.
Sam can correct us if we did it wrong.
Sam says events are only triggered by the common pool. So it wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Then
so it'd be 2.
There'll only be 2.
Remove all. I'm assuming yellow dice because we don't have green dice.
Yeah, I believe it is yellow. That got changed.
Okay. Well. Okay. There we go.
What was that? Where was that?
Well, if you look, the 6s are only from the common pool. One of the 6s was my American pool.
Oh, right.
So the event is actually 2. It says remove all green dice, but we mean yellow dice. So.
Yeah, it's yellow.
But hold on, but mine came from my private reserve as well. One of the 6s.
Yeah, 1 6 came from your private reserve. 1 came from Javier.
Okay, so then we wouldn't have.
Yep.
We would not have. So this 4 would go back.
Yep.
All right. Oh, that was a 4.
I think you can right click and change the number, can't you?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hold on. It was a 4.
There we go. Got it.
I got it. All right, Tony. So
Okay.
those are your choices.
Okay, so now, but does Ruff
Now,
actually set up?
yes. He has to set up. And the other thing too that I didn't tell you guys, if you not only can you pull a die to do a action, you can also just burn a die and pass. So you could take a die and pass and just get rid of it. I mean, that's good for Ruff because he wants this to go by fast. That's bad for you, Tony. You want more turns. And
Mhm.
any time that you pull a die from your private reserve, you must burn a die from the common pool. So if Ruff wants us to speed up, he uses his, private reserve, and he's burning dice from out here from you, Tony.
Gotcha. Okay, so German setup. So Sergeant Weber, 2 fire squads. Oh,
So go
so does
ahead,
he?
Ruff. Ruff, you set up anywhere in here.
So the stacking is 2 units, isn't it? 2 cards.
Yeah.
No, Ian. All the sixes. They get rid of all the sixes, no matter what, even if it's in your private or your
Right,
common
that's what I
pool,
was
they
sort
go
of
away.
getting at. Yeah.
Yep.
So the stacking limit is 2 squads, is it? Not that I'm going to make a difference because I need them all. Hold on,
Well, I don't know if I'd put anybody in that.
No. So I thought it was another building. So what we got here? That's an orchard.
On your card, looking at these cards, I'm right here, zoomed in here, Tony. So you have hindered terrain. If it had 2 X's, it'd be blocking. You have the terrain effect modifier here, and this is it's a new rule. I can't remember exactly what they call it. It's not open terrain for movement. It's hindered terrain for movement. I'll have to look it up. It's over here. It is difficult. We have normal, difficult, and stopped and blocked terrain. And we have open, hindered, and obscured for line of sight.
Well, I can already tell, like when Mike, when you kind of showed me this, I could already tell that this was going to be something that'd be fun, and I was going to enjoy it for sure.
Let's see if you still think like that when I annihilate your troops.
Oh, there you go. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let the
Hey, Ruff, why don't you put somebody on that road?
Do you know what? That might be a good idea. It's a nice clear day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let him go for a stroll on the road.
Let's stay for a stroll.
Look, this is a war game. We're not supposed to be having fun. Stop it.
Oh, we're serious.
Yeah.
I can't even do that without smiling. Okay.
All right, Tony. It's time for you to begin this nonsense.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2. He's going to go on this recon squad, so he's going to move.
Oh, you're not going to use the old scout action, huh?
Not right now. So mainly because I know what the terrain is.
I know.
So I am. So do I flip the card before I flip the card before I move? Right?
Yeah, you flip it and enter onto it, and you stop and allow him to do any kind of op fire.
But these are all blocking, so they can't.
They are not blocking; they are hindering.
Oh, hindering. Okay.
So he can see you.
Got it.
So
blocking is an X through the eye. Gotcha.
Yeah. So let me show you how.
Isn't there some sort of dime roll modifier for hindering terrain?
There is. I'm going to get into that in just a second.
Okay. Right.
I want to show you there's no diagonals in this game.
Okay.
You cannot move diagonally. You cannot spot diagonally. Everything is orthogonal. So you are going to, so let's say, for instance, this is a simple one. This guy here can see straight across. There are 2 hindering cards in between. So that would hurt his firepower by 2. So he would be lessening his firepower by 2, plus by the terrain that you're in, but you are moving. And there's a modifier for moving in the open, but you're not in the open right now. So
So it's a -1 for the wall. Is that for the
just seeing what it was,
firepower, or
Danny,
is that a
sorry.
gyro modifier?
That everything is modifying the power.
Okay.
So right now it's a -1, 2, 3 to his shot. So in his shot right now is an 8 -3 is 5.
So I've got to
You
throw
need-
5 or less. Yeah.
You have to roll 5 or less.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, that is an easy combat system. Good job, Sam.
We
Now-
like easy combat systems.
Now there are a couple little kickers in here. So
Oh, as usual, it can't be that easy.
No.
right. So for success, of course, you need to roll that number or less. And if you do that, you'll force him to take a morale check. Now, if it's a if any of those are doubles, equal
Oh,
to or
yeah,
less,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's doubles, then he's going to take a casualty reduction before he takes that result. But on the opposite end of that, if it's a failure and there are
I think
doubles,
it's if you succeed and throw a double, good things happen. If you fail and throw a double, bad things.
bad things happen. Yes, you become disrupted. And there is also a thing called valor, where doubles will help you with valor.
Okay, Sam also says I'd be a +1 for op fire as well.
Yeah.
Or Ralph would be +1 for moving in an open terrain. So it would be a -3 +2, so it'd be a net -1.
Yep.
Right. Now, just these are the ones that are covered at the moment are hindering until they're revealed. Is that right?
Correct.
That is
Now let's say this guy right here wanted to spot here. You have
This is
to,
where the zigzag, in it. Yeah.
yeah, you have to zigzag. And the first one that you either you're either counting, horizontally or vertically.
Doesn't the first one have to be forward though?
It does not if it's if for instance, I'm going to move a die. If there was a unit here and he's here, he could go here, or he could go here, because they're equal.
Right.
But if it's here, he would have to go here, and then here. You have to go forward, then diagonal, then forward, and you keep going forward.
Right.
So
If the rectangle is a rectangle, you have to move forward. If it's a square, you've got an even amount of.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could go one. So here would be 1, 2, 3, here.
Yeah.
And that's how that works.
Okay. See, I have sort of read the rules, sort of.
Sam says you cross the longer distance first.
Yep, the longer distance first.
Yeah. But if it's a square, it doesn't matter.
That would be, and I didn't take a look at that, but my assuming is there will be a good line of sight diagram eventually.
Yes, the diagram would be most helpful. So do you want to shoot there, or do you want to see if he's going to continue to move?
I'm gonna add a -1 at the moment. Am I +1?
Just so you're a -1, and you got to use a die to do it, right?
Yeah.
So is there if you were to use a red die, you'd get a plus, right? Instead of a +1, you have a +3.
Well, let's use a red die, and this is a beginner's game, so we're both learning. So now I've used one of my personal private reserve. At the end, I'll get rid of one of these, won't I?
You could do it right now.
I'm going to get rid of a high one. What's he got? Let's have a look what he's got, so he can't use it.
It depends on what are you trying to stop him from doing? Shooting at you or moving, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to stop him moving. I've got to use that time up, haven't I?
So those are low. He moves on 1s and 2s.
It's only 3.
But how about colors? Look at his colors. Are any of these colors really good for him?
He likes a lot of red and blue by the looks of it. So let's get rid of that one.
There you go. And go ahead and take your op fire.
And that's 2 dice, is it?
So you're a +3. right?
Yeah.
No, -3 + 2.
Okay, he's using the red
Oh,
die.
oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, he's
So
using
he actually adds +3 to that as well.
Yeah.
right. So he has a +3, +4 because he's moving in the open,
Mm-hmm.
And minus.
And
-3. So he's going to end up with a +1, right?
Oh, don't
Yes.
sound good,
Yep.
but okay.
+1, and you're an 8, so now you're a 9. You need to get a 9.
9 or more. 9 or less. 9 or less. Right.
9 or less.
Come on.
You want doubles.
Oh, just.
Okay, so an 8 means that he failed by 1, which is going to matter in his morale check. The more you fail, the lower you would roll.
If I'd have thrown a 3, you'd be in trouble, Tone.
Yeah, well, there's a 3 or 4 max on that.
Yes.
okay, so I have an 8. So my assumption is that since it's a difference of 1, I do have a +1 to my die roll.
Yes. It makes it slightly worse by 1.
Plus, do you have yeah, there's no leader with you, there's nothing like that going on. Now you do get to use let's look at your modifiers here. Under fire, we have
Not yet, Nordic.
went too far.
What are you looking at?
I'm right here on these rules. Looking at your morale check. Leadership, no. Terrain effect. Inverse of the terrain effect. So you're going to get your terrain's going to help you out a little bit.
Oh, he gets that plus. What he gets a +1 now, so it cancels out, doesn't it?
Front arc and fire success margin. Yes, that cancels out.
Let's see. He says the only modifier is the success margin for morale.
Oh, not terrain. Right. So
inverse of zone's terrain effect modifier. Oh, if you're pinned. You're not pinned.
Yep. He says it only helps if you're in cover or pinned. So,
right.
And right as you found that, Mike, he posted that. So.
Excellent.
So I get a +1 to my die roll here. So
what's your morale?
8.
8. Oh, you.
Okay, so I just scored an 8.
Yep.
No. Okay.
No, you have a +1 to your morale, which makes your morale go from an 8 to a 9.
So do you roll for a morale check?
No, it goes from an 8 to a goes down 1, doesn't he? You have to throw.
I'm sorry. He had a -1 to his morale because of the difference. So he rolled exactly what he needed. He
just got it. Yeah.
7 or less.
So morale checks are less, correct?
Everything is less is good in this case.
Okay, less is good. Okay. So so I just made it equal to or less. Okay, got it.
So you're good, and now that was his op fire. Do you want to continue moving? If you were to move into here or here, it would stop your movement. You do have enough movement points to do it because you have 3.
Yep.
You can't use your scout or anything like that. You just would move and
go into whatever that is.
Yep.
I am going to hold on that one.
All right. So then you're going to pass the turn to him. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You couldn't have moved anyway because you moved into a
fog of war.
A fog of war hex.
Yeah, I was looking FOW. What is FOW? Fog of war.
Yeah. Fog of war. All right, it's yours. Rough.
Well, I don't really want to do anything because I'm waiting for the guys in the US of A, I think, to encroach. There's not much.
Well, you can pass if you want.
I was going to say pass and use them dice up.
You can burn a die if you want. Okay.
Back to you.
And then it passes back to you.
Okay. Let's see here.
I like this strategy pit. I'm probably quite rubbish at it, but I do like it. Getting rid of all the dice you need, Tony.
Yeah, you actually are, but I'm going to go ahead, since I don't have a lot of low dice, I'm going to go ahead and use this 3 in scout.
And you can stack your guys up, like
Yep.
with your leader, and do a command and move a whole bunch of guys. These are you could, if you wanted to, like go here, here, and then jump into here if you wanted to get closer. You'd have to maybe get some, depending on his fire, you could look at the dice that are available and what he uses to op fire with. If he can't op fire at you, right? I mean, you could do some scurrying around. And the way that the melee works is you don't need a special action to enter a hex with an enemy. It's just, movement, advance, or assault. He does get off fire before you get there, and if you're going to enter into his hex, even if he has a die on him, he can do a final protective fire to try to hinder your movement of getting into him. But once you're in, then that is locked. You can't shoot in or shoot out, and then you will resolve melee. And melee is its own little sub game where you look at the pictures of the men on your counters, and for each picture you get a die, and you're going to roll your dice and compare line up your lowest to his lowest, and compare those two dice, and the lowest between those two wins. And then they got to take a casualty for everyone to lose. And if you have dice and the other guy doesn't have dice, then you automatically win those, and they got to take casualties. It could be pretty bloody and brutal.
So you got to try and cover the other person's dice.
Yeah, you want to try as many men as the other guy does.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm scouting this card right here. And I drew this card because I could draw one.
Which one you want to keep?
The one, not this one. This one will go over there.
All right, so I'll bury that at the bottom.
And then this one, so I flip it and then I move into it.
Yep. Oh, a little house there.
That's going to do. Don't get comfy and put the kettle on in that house. You've got to move up and try and take these buildings. Come on.
He found the outhouse.
Yeah. He'll be needing that.
Yep.
Okay, so I only do one when I scout. It's only one, correct? That's what I was.
Correct, and you have to stop moving because but Ruff can do op fire if he chooses to.
It's not. Yeah, no. He's in a building now. So what's that? That's
-2.
-2.
The other thing that you could think about too, right, Ruff?
It might be worth just doing an op fire just to get rid of the blooming dice.
Exactly. If you have a dice available and you don't want him to have it, you're using up dice on his turn, right?
Yeah, but there are no red dice, so I can use the normal op fire by using a white die on that one, and that's going to be a +1.
Hold on, Ruff, because your op fire has to be a 1 or a 2.
Oh, beg your pud. Sorry, I just saw white there. Sorry.
Right here.
No, you're right. No, you're quite correct. I can't nick your private dice, can I? No, that's a shame. Well, no.
Now you don't have any 1s or 2s.
No.
Coordinate. You do have a 3, don't you? Or do you?
Yeah, a 3.
Yeah, you do have a 3, which means you could, if you wanted to coordinate, which means you're going to have these guys do an order, and I can look that one up real fast just to make sure we get it correct.
Is it an order that I can do?
Coordinate allows the active leader to either
they can move or fire, can't they?
Fire, move, take cover.
Yeah.
With the entire stack in the zone. Coordinate performs move, fire, or take cover with as many units as desired in the leader's stack. The units do not need to be available, which means they can have a dice on them already. Note that the
Yeah.
leader is the only unit that will be exhausted for the use of the coordination action. Right? The coordinated moves the smallest. We're not doing move. Coordinate fire action works the same as the standard fire with the following changes. To calculate your firepower and location, take the highest firepower amongst the coordinating units.
I can't coordinate anybody except the one that I'm stacked with because I've only got a range of 0. Yeah.
Correct. So you could have your fire team underneath him do a op fire with a +1.
Who am I firing at? Oh, the one he's just moved into, yeah?
If you wanted to, or you could wait and see if he's going to do something else.
Sam said, remember though, if you are spent,
2,
he
3.
can just run up the road.
Yep, he could definitely
this
do
is
that.
what I'm worried about because he's trying to sort of lull me into a full sense of security by keeping the road clear. But I'm going to get spent, and then he's going to be chugga, isn't he?
Exactly. So you could just pass and
So I'm going to pass and
burn a die that he needs.
Take. See, the thing is, yes, let's take this one then. There we are.
All right.
Over to you.
Back to Tony.
I don't have much. You took that 3. Dang it.
Well, you do have your private reserve.
You got
Tony.
your private stock.
But yeah, I'm trying.
And don't forget, you do have a cord. Oh no, you have a blue sitting over there.
I do have a blue, actually.
You do have a blue command. You could command somebody to do something with your leader.
I still have a 2 as well.
You have a 2 sitting over there. But remember, like he's going to be using those. If you take this, you're going to burn a die. Then he's going to burn a die, and you're going to be done. So be careful. You have to burn one of these when you take a private.
Yeah, it works either way. So
whichever is the most important you think you need to do.
Okay, let's see here. Oops, that's the wrong button. Either way, it'll work out. Well, why don't we go ahead? We're gonna take a 2 to move, and we're gonna take the assault squad. The assault squad. Yeah, we're gonna take the assault squad, and then we're gonna move into this right here. And I do have to get rid of one of these dice. And so this will flip. Oh, it's a field.
Do you want to shoot at him, Ruff?
He wants me to shoot at him. Did you hear him say, "Oh, look, it's a field. Ruff, shoot me, shoot me."
Oh, shoot me, Ruff.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even hear that, Ruff.
Oh, shall I? What's it going to be? I could coordinate.
Yeah, you have a blue die. You
got a blue die,
and have him shoot.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. I've still got somebody else.
And that'll burn this last die. I'll move it over.
Yeah. So that's going to be. Hold on. What have I got here? I've got
probably a 1.
So what do? We add his fire is where are we? 9-4, yeah? 9-4 range.
Yep, you're within range. So you're a 9. You get a +1 because you're up firing, right? 10.
Yeah. Do we get anything from the leader? No, just allows me to do it without putting a die on it, doesn't it? Right. So
well, you have a leader with you, right?
Yeah.
And he's got a 1. I believe you get the leader modifier too.
Oh, we get the one, so it's 10. Now we've got to take away, haven't we?
Right, you have a leader there, right?
Do we add his? What is that 1? That means just 1 unit, though, isn't it?
No. That 1 is his leadership. So
add that onto the 9.
Yep.
That's 10. So these hindering things
Well,
do
it's
what?
it's 11 because you have a op fire of 1, leader
Oh,
of
of course,
1.
I'm up firing. Yes. Yep.
So
Yeah.
that's
11.
11
Yeah.
minus these 2, right?
That's 9.
And then he is moving in the open, so back up to 10.
10 or less.
Yep.
There's a good chance. Let's get a nice high one. So we get a nice. Oh, come on. Oh, get out of it. Hold on. These things. Don't start with the dice again. Hold on. I'm putting them down. Right. Let's do that again. So it's R, isn't it?
Yep, R.
There we go. Come on. 9.
So you get that, but it's only a difference of 1.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I have a 7. So
6.
that makes it a 6. So I need a 6 or less. Here we
6
go.
or less. Yeah.
Oh, a 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Now, if you would have rolled the doubles on that, you would have got a Valor, which means you could have him do whatever he wants on whatever action he has available. It doesn't cost you a die. And there's also Valor on what's the other Valor? When firing, I think you can get Valor. Can't remember right now.
Okay, so I can still draw, right? Or is the turn over because
No, you've got a die left, haven't you?
No.
the common pool's empty?
The common pool is empty.
Right. Oh, as soon as that's empty, doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Yeah.
So everybody just start grabbing dice and filling things back up.
So we've got a red, blue, and a white. And you have to take one from here, don't you?
You take them all.
No, the one from the turn.
You have to take one from the turn track, don't you?
One from the turn track.
Does it matter which one?
The first one.
The first one right here.
Right, gotcha.
Left to right. That's everything back in. You guys can go ahead and do your privates, and I'll do this.
I beg your pardon?
Do your own privates.
Oh, you got to be kidding me!
Oh no, I've got one as well.
You don't have all 3 of them, though.
Okay, so
oh crikey! Oh
So-
dear! How sad. Never mind.
you do have 3 out here also.
Oh, geez. Okay, so that will do those. So those 3 will have the event.
Wow, this is
What is it? You have to have 3 for an event, do you?
No, 2.
2, 3, 4, or more.
Oh, I see. 2, 3, 4. Gotcha.
Yeah. So in this case, you said there's 3 of them, right?
There were 3 of them.
Okay, so untested officers clash. The losing player places their die on their own leader.
So their die being their private die, yeah?
Yes, the
Which one? Either of them?
I don't know, Sam.
No, it's the 6 it's the 6.
Oh, it's the 6 that I lost, which was the red one.
Yeah,
this one here.
or a 6.
Mine.
Whatever, it doesn't
No,
matter.
I don't think it comes from your private reserve.
You think it comes from the 6 I threw?
It just comes from. It's just a 6. Basically, it's activating your leader. Like you can't use it. It doesn't matter.
I think it comes from out here. Just any of these. It doesn't matter which one. He's not going to take away stuff from here.
Right,
I'm
because
pretty
it
sure
does
on
matter which color I put on my leader, doesn't it?
It's
No,
amongst.
you can't. No, you can't use that leader at all.
Oh,
That's
it's just
the thing.
dead.
It's
dead.
it says
He's
it's amongst the discarded 6s.
Right,
It's just
yeah.
one
So
of
it's
these.
So what you're doing
Basically,
is
they're taking your leader. You won't be able to activate your leader at all this turn.
you're exhausting my leader. Yeah.
He's busy. He's on the radio at headquarters saying they're saying, why aren't you going faster?
No, he's not. He's sorting out his privates.
You just sort out your own privates.
No, he is. He's
Okay,
sorting out
Ruff,
his
we
privates.
gotta roll off here.
Right,
Because
who is it? High or low wins?
Low win.
Low win.
Okay, everything's low.
Ooh,
8.
well, that's pretty low.
I got it. So,
oh, that's a double. Nothing for that though.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Thanks.
All right. So now do we roll for initiative at this point?
Nope, you still have the initiative. Oh, you know what? We missed it. We missed when Ruff used his private reserve. He could have been trying to get the initiative.
Oh, that's right. So that's the only time. Okay, we got to remember that next time.
Let's remember that. So Ruff, whenever you use one of your private reserve, you can try to steal the initiative.
Oh, right. So Trump, like Trump.
And we're supposed to use one die for a clash. So from now on, we'll use one die.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so I get to go. What am I going to do? So my American is go.
Right, gotcha.
Have a go American, good order American unit in house at B1 or D1 at the end of the turn. Okay.
What are you doing? What are you talking about?
He's trying to figure out how to beat you.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since there aren't that many threes, that's a 3 or 4, and there's not many 4s. Ruff is good on reds. I'm going to take this red 4, and let's put it right here. We're going to scout, as long as that still works. Nope. Oh, it doesn't matter. It can be red, can it?
Well, I don't know. Let me look. Let me zoom in on your scout. Your scout wants any yellow or any 3 or 4 of any color.
Okay. 3 or 4 of any color. Okay.
3 or 4 of any color.
There's a nice. Oh no, there isn't.
Or any yellow.
No, there aren't any. No.
Well, I want to take this red because I don't want the outfire going on. So
sure.
So we are going to, obviously, it's going to be this card. We're going to be scouting. So I pull another card. I take a look. And I look at this one. And we're just going to keep the one that's there.
Don't put it on top. There you go.
So then he flips this one and moves into it.
Oh, looky there. There's a wall running up the side of this darn map.
Hold on, I need a beer.
As Cam says here, there's going to be plenty of jokes, plenty of private jokes with this game. Yes. It leads into it. Yes.
Don't touch my privates.
Oh, grow up, you two. Right, here we go. So
you're the one that started it.
I know. It's always me. Brings it down.
Stop looking at my privates.
One's blue. I think I need to see a doctor.
Oh no.
You have more problems than you want to with that one.
So is it my go then?
Do you want to outfire?
I can't. You've taken on the red dice, you rotter.
She said you have blue privates.
Yeah,
you can outfire with a 1 or a 2.
Oh, that's right, 1 or a 2. Yes, but that's only a +1. No.
Okay. Then it is your turn.
Your turn.
I think I'm just going to.
Now, this might not be a bad opportunity, right? I mean, you want to get that initiative from him, take back-to-back turns.
Right, so I need to get rid of one of my privates.
You get rid of one of your privates, and then you can also get rid of one of these.
I'll tell you what, if I get one of my privates, I will be like our leader, won't I? Because he only had one. It's a very British joke, that is, because it's a song.
That's why all the silence.
Let's have a look. So let's get rid of that blue one.
Oh no, you got to put it on your activate.
Sorry,
right?
I can't get just. Okay, sorry, that was a.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to use it, right? To do something with it?
It was a 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a 2. Yeah.
It was a 2.
What, to fire?
You could upfire. You could have upfired at him.
Yeah, but
with that.
No, I want to keep him
Okay,
unsullied.
you got it.
So if I just pass, we can get rid of something, can't we?
Now I believe that you can, if you want to just pass with one of the private ones, then you're still going to have to burn one, and you can still get the initiative. I believe that to be true.
So I can discard without doing anything a private die.
I believe that.
And then I have to get rid of one from the sort of public pool.
When the player without initiative drafts from the private reserve during the draft step, they may attempt to seize the initiative. You're drafting a die, and you're just passing with it. So
discarding a die still classed as drafting, is it?
Yep.
I believe so. It's written right here.
I tell you what, you can see what's happening with this game. It starts off all easy. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I'll pass, and then suddenly you're knocking on my door. And,
yeah, you need to do some shooting.
Yeah, shooting, rooting.
I mean, you got to look too, right? You got to look at what's he move on.
Sam just clarified you can only pass from the common pool.
Right, only discarding from the common pool. Right.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate that.
I gotta look at the pass. I don't. Pass.
And the one thing I will say about the scouting and recon is that you could move into an open terrain with no modifiers at all, no terrain modifiers at all, and that could be a problem. So yes, there are some terrain you don't want to.
I don't know if there's minefields. This is a sort of introductory one. There probably is some nasty terrain as the scenarios get a bit more complex, I would have thought. Now to move. He needs low. So I can just discard from the common pool, yeah?
Yep.
Let's discard and do that then. Let's get rid of that one. Okay, back to you, yeah?
Yep. Okay. Well, it did, but it didn't. Okay. Let's see. So
You're probably going to win this, Tony, because you've had private tuition from Mike, haven't you?
No, he just showed it to me. I didn't do it. Other than that, he just showed it to me.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm going to recon scout with this guy into this one. What the heck? How did that happen? Okay, and then
They're 2 fields or open roads or whatever.
Now I'm going to keep the one that's there.
You better do some shooting, man. You got to get him to be pinned, so he has to waste turns unpinning himself.
Yeah, so we're going to fire. It's got to be that blue one, isn't it?
Well, you do 1s and 2s, and you've got all kinds of 1s and 2s to choose from. You do 1s and 2s and reds.
Yeah, I haven't got any reds now. So we'll do a 1 and pop that there. So we're going to op fire with a +1. We've got an 8, so that's yes, an 8, so it's a 9. And then we go through just a -1 and another -1 here, so that's 7. Is that right?
I am moving. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong.
Oh no, that's an 8 then.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the hindrance terrain. It's not open terrain. So that's
a -1 because we don't know what it is. Hindered.
Yep.
Your terrain is -1.
Yep.
But there's a +1 because you're moving.
No, because if I moved in open terrain, it would have been a +1.
Oh right. So it's okay. So it's what did I say it was? So it's a -2. So it's a 6. Is that right?
So
you're 7. Right? Wait. You're an 8.
8
-2
+1.
is 6.
Plus 1 is 9.
Minus 2 is 7.
So it's minus 2. Yeah, 7. Right. God, we got there in the end. Maths, eh? Oh, good job I don't teach it.
But
Ooh.
Just
That's
enough.
but it's nothing, is it? You don't get anything added to your morale.
Nope. I just have an 8 morale, so I just need an 8 or less.
Oh, this isn't good.
Need some valor.
Oh, I got a 9 though.
Get in.
So you're gonna flip.
You're pinned.
You don't even need to move that. You can just flip it.
Oh, I didn't know if it would.
Yeah, the dice stays on the top. It's weird. I can't get used to that either. So pinned means they can't do anything till they unpin, till they rally.
Right. So he's got route or rally available to him.
I think you should route, actually.
Okay, so that was my turn. So now it's your turn.
Well, are we missing anything on that? I can't remember.
I think. What's he going to do? What's he going to need? See, we both need low, don't we? I need low to
success, resolve.
Yeah, I need low. I need low to fire. You need low to move, don't you, Tony?
Yep. It's like about the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I want to keep me two. I'll tell you what I'll do then is I'll get rid of that one.
Oh, is it my turn again?
Sorry, yeah, I just passed.
So I have a 5.
The other problem, of course, I've got not enough dice and too many units now.
So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna fire with this assault squad.
Okay.
Now, if you fail if you're pinned and you fail a morale check, then you have to route.
Okay.
But that's so later.
I'm gonna fire with this assault squad.
Well, you 8-3, are you?
Yep. So it's going to be only an 8 because I'm not out firing. I'm just firing.
But -2 for the 2 terrain, is it?
Yes. And
-2 for the building.
For the house.
-4. So you're 4 or less, yeah?
Yep. 4 or less. Here we go.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Oh, yes.
Use. So I've got a morale. Now, what do we do it on this unit, not the...
Well, you do the leader first, is my assumption.
Oh, you have to do them both, do you?
Yep.
So I've got a -1 to that, so it's a 7 or less for the leader, yeah, because you got it under by 1. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
So a 7 or less, right? Come on.
He might get the benefit.
Oh, no!
He might get the benefit of the terrain.
Too late, Mike. I've thrown a double.
No, for the morale check. Oh, it's in. Is it in cover? Are they in cover or pin?
No, they're not cover and pin. No, they've just got a -2, haven't they? What's the? There's some writing under it. Oh, gold. There's some writing under here.
So you get the leader, leadership of the leader with the active unit. I don't know.
Well, we just did the leader, so.
I don't know if the leader.
Sam's like, nope, he's dead.
No, yeah, the leader doesn't help himself.
Yep.
Let's cover.
Hold on. So what's happening? Come on, because I threw a double. Is that bad?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead. Right.
He's dead.
Bloody cheek. Look, you made me say bloody now. Look.
Look at you.
So So since he's gone now, is that withdrawal points or anything like that?
No, nothing. It's nothing, Tony.
It's nothing.
Do I get withdrawal, or you get one less, or something?
I don't know if leaders do that. If single units do it, I have to find it in the rules.
It's all right. Sam's here.
Yeah, he says stray bullets, the ban of leaders. I'm assuming the double forge was a stray bullet that hit him.
Right.
Camp is asking if I installed the Vassal dice module for.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, same old thing, isn't it? Eh? It's a little bit weird, chaps and chapesses, that the dice for Tony always seems to, be wickedly.
Okay, so while Mike's looking that up, you need to do the.
So I need to do the unit morale now, and he is what's their morale? Hold on. 7
withdrawal points per leader and vehicle destroyed.
Right. So 2. What, to you or to me?
To you. So you have a withdrawal of 5. So you go down to a 3.
Have you done it?
No, I haven't.
Right, down 5, down to a 3.
Sam, where is the withdrawal stuff in the rules? What section?
There we go. So I'm throwing a 6 or less, yeah?
Yep, because he's a 7 minus 1.
Come on, don't let me down. Oh, for father, jeez.
Well, at least it's not a double, so he's just pinned.
So he's pinned now.
So yeah, he just flips.
Flippy poos, right? Don't like this game anymore.
Oh my god!
But you know what you're going to get when you play with me, don't you? You're just going to get me moaning about the die rolls.
Doesn't matter what die roller it is. You're just going to complain about the die roller.
Always. So back to me, yeah.
And
there's no dice left,
and that's why the dice.
I've got 2 left. Oh no, it's these, isn't it? Yes, it's the pool, isn't it?
Yep.
What's Mr. B looking up and taking all this time for?
The withdrawal stuff. Section 10. He says section 10.
Okay.
I've moved it, Mike. I lost 2 for a leader.
Well, he's just checking the rules and stuff.
Withdrawal.
Oh, we have to put in the order the card says, yeah?
It's just easier to check it on that. Except for we do have a few more extra white, like all these die actually, other than our private.
I've got my private sorted.
Yep, I'm about ready to get those, and then the rest will come over.
Or come over. I don't know how you want to organize.
Yeah, just bring them over, and then we add this 6 here.
Right.
Or that yellow one. So
yeah, that yellow one. That's fine.
Yeah. The order of the dice doesn't matter, but the timer. Yeah. So okay. Here we go. I'm going to roll these.
Give him a good one. That's not very tidy, is it?
And roll. Have you rolled your private?
I'm going to have a fiddle with privates now. There we go.
Oh, Tweez jumped in. Hey, Tweez.
Hi, Tweez. No 6s. You've got a 6 though.
I got a 6, and so
there's a 6 here.
How many 6s are in the common? There's 2 6s in the
2.
common.
Oh yeah, there's 2, isn't there?
Yep. There's this one and this one. Okay, so with 2, it is unfamiliar terrain. Move all green dice. So that's all yellow dice go away.
So yellow's good. Yeah, yellow be good. Yeah. Yellow, blue, and red. No problems.
Okay, so this is what we've got, Ruff.
Not a lot.
No, not a lot. Not a lot. All right. So doing everything right so far?
Yep.
I think we got it. I think we're doing good.
Yeah, yep. The only thing I might be missing is the nicking the initiative.
Well, you haven't used any of those die.
It's the privates, yeah?
Yes.
Right. Off you go.
Just sending private messages to Sam.
Are you? Okay. Flirting. No flirting on Tabletop Simulator, please.
I'm doing development work behind the scenes.
Okay. Which is cool. I like that. Oh, you know what? We forgot one. I forgot one here. I'm going to roll this one here. Hold on. It's a 4. Okay. All right. So what am I going to do first? We're going to take. Do I have a 3 at all? Yes. So we're gonna take this 3, and he's gonna scout this
Yeah,
guy
you're gonna like that one. You're gonna like that one. I can tell you.
Well, I also get to choose from.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both. Ooh.
Oh, are they?
Ooh.
Oh God. All right.
Yep. I think we're gonna keep the one that Ruff knows about.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would.
So we're gonna flip this, and it's the woods.
Yeah, look at that -2. You.
Okay.
Now you can, because you're not going through it, you can op fire on me.
I think I should try to, because you're getting a bit blooming near.
Well, yeah, you've got to get them pinned, or they're going to jump in there.
Yeah. So what do we got here? We've got.
Well, he may not jump in with a recon squad, but maybe, I don't know.
Let's use a red.
You need to get this guy going, Tony.
Yeah, I know. He was.
You got a couple good guys down here.
No,
I know, the sergeant was
they're having a tea break.
I ran out of time. I've got to get him on there. So.
Yeah.
So we've got the physics. So we've got an 8. Sorry, we've got an 8 plus 3 is 11. -2 is 9. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Adjacent gives you one.
10.
Yep.
Oh, come on. I've got to throw really low this time. Come on.
Need some doubles.
Low doubles.
Nice.
Crikey, come on. Jeez.
So it's a -1 to my 8. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. -1 to my 8. Here we go.
Yeah, all right. It's not funny anymore, Tony.
Oh, man. Okay.
Anyway, so that's me done.
Oh, you need to burn one of the other dice.
Oh, right. Okay, so we'll burn the 3 then.
But since you didn't draft it, I don't think you can try for the.
No, it's got to be one of my.
Well, that red one was. That red one was.
Yeah, it was a private.
Yeah. He could try to seize it now.
So what do we do for that?
You're going to roll one die. Oops. Hold on. Don't do anything.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay. There we go.
Hold on.
These we got to move these scenario setup things on here. They're too close to the rules. I hit a button by mistake. 7. It's 7. I think you were only firing one die. Seize initiative. Each player, you're going to do a clash, which is one die.
One die, right? Okay.
And you're going to subtract. Tony, you're subtracting 2 from your die roll.
Okay, got it.
One die.
Why is he subtracting 2?
Because he's on his right here on the -2 on this track.
Right, and I'm not subtracting anything, no.
Correct.
Right.
So it's a 3 for Tony, 4 for Ruff. So Tony, you still have it, but this moves 1.
Now it makes it harder. Right.
Yes, and next time he'll only have a 1, and then if he still gets it, it'll be a 0. Then you'll have the advantage.
Okay, now Ruff, did you discard a common pool die when you used the red?
I think I did. Yeah, it was a. I'm sure I did. Yes, I'm sure. Did I?
No,
yes,
you didn't.
The 3.
Nope, that 3.
No?
Yeah. Okay. Yep, you did the 3. Okay.
Oh.
Yep, you did the 3.
Tony's turn.
Yes, my turn.
Hold on. Don't I get a turn even though I try to get initiative?
Oh yeah, that was because it is his turn because that was just op fire.
Oh, that was op fire. Okay.
Yeah, and then I tried to get initiative because I used one of my privates.
Yep.
I tell you what, everybody's gonna call them me privates now, aren't they?
They might.
Jokes write themselves right now.
Yeah. So I think I'll just get rid of a die. and see what he does. He can't do anything this turn with that one. He's got a pinned chap there, and he's got these to move. So, yeah, okay. We'll get rid of a die.
Okay, so Sam says no need to undo, but you cannot seize initiative with op fire. It's only when you.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
I was curious about that. Thanks, Sam. But yeah, nothing happened, so it's all good.
Yeah, I didn't get it anyway because I'm throwing dice. What do you expect? Off you go, Tone.
Okay. Oh, did you just pass?
Yeah, I just discarded a die.
Okay. Oh, what do I got here? I have. Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna spend this 5 to create a command, and Sergeant Hardy is going to command the assault squad to move.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
So he's going to go 1, 2, and I don't think he can get into the woods.
Assaulting means you move and fire, don't you?
No, he's moving. It's an assault squad.
It's an assault squad. Sorry, beg your pardon.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, this was a. Oh, it didn't matter because. Yeah, it doesn't matter because it's any blue. So. Yeah, it looks like. So Mike, tell me on the cards for the terrain, the movement points is what to get like. Is it the triangle? Then there's a number next to it.
That is a good question.
Is that the amount of movement points you think to get in there?
That's a brand new rule.
Trust you, Tony.
Well, that's what we're here for, Ruff. We're here to help out.
Of course it is.
Because I know I can do 1, 2 with the
So that 3 there means it might mean that you need 3 movement to get into there.
The triangle. Oh, here we go. The triangle means it counts as 2 spaces for movement. The number corresponds for the bog checks. Okay, with armor. So I can only. So I have 3 movement spots. So I can't move because this terrain right here is triangle, so it's difficult.
So it costs you 2.
Right.
It costs me 2. I can't get that far because I can only go 3.
Yeah.
So he has to stop right there.
Oh dear, never mind.
Yeah, but if you don't, oh, okay, I'm not going to tell you. Do you have the opportunity to take a shot at him?
No, because I moved. Or are you talking Ruff?
I'm talking to Ruff.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking this is a nasty thing coming up here, isn't it?
Yeah, if you don't slow him down, he's going to be.
I've got another unit under here which I can try and upfire with. So I haven't got any red die, so it's going to have to be a white. I can't. Can I?
Nope, because it's a 1 or a 2, I think.
A 1 or a 2.
So
and I got rid of your leader, so. Well, let me ask you a question, Sam. So, because you have no line of shot this way, yeah. So, Ruff, you couldn't hit me with this unit at all.
I've got. What about this one here? What's the old?
Yeah,
that one you can try. You have to unpin that one.
This is blocking right here.
Yep. But could this one right here go this way? This way? Oh, it'd block right here.
Blocks. Yeah, it blocks. Yeah. Even this guy, he would go here, 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 here. So he could do
he's pinned anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4,
is he pinned?
5 away.
Yeah, this guy's pinned.
Oh, of course, yes, because the leader thing. Yep.
So what you might want to do, Ruff, is can you get him out?
What do you mean out?
You can use your blue die on your private to get him out. But wait, so if you're not going to outfire, which you can't outfire, so now it's your turn.
Yeah, because I have to zigzag, so I can't go down 2. I have to go down and then across, don't I?
Yep.
Pinned. What I can do is try and
unpin him.
Unpin him, yeah, with the blue die.
Yep, 1 or a blue die.
There are no ones. I'll have to use the blue die.
And now you are drafting, so you will try to get initiative.
What? Do that now?
Yep.
And what am I looking? What am I looking for? You're both throwing dice. Yeah, right.
We're both throwing die. Tony's a -1.
Technically, yeah. We'll go with it. Still got it. So I still have initiative. Okay.
Right.
But
So does this automatically means he rallies then?
No, you got to do a morale check.
Get a morale check.
Oh, okay.
So it's 8 or less. Yeah. No other modifiers.
I think because he's pinned, he does get the terrain modifier.
Yeah, he gets the terrain modifier.
So -2, so it's a 6 or less. Is that right?
No, the other way. It's -2 to your die roll. It's the inverse. So it'd be a +2 to your morale.
Oh, I get a +2. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you're at an 8. So that's 9, 10.
Oh God. Oh,
good. Woo!
You got it.
Okay. So you can flip them now. Yep. And don't forget to discard one of the common die, which is either a 4 or a 4.
4.
And there, I've got white or white. Ooh,
It's a tough choice.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you didn't leave me much to do, Ruff. So.
Well, you do have some.
Oh, I do actually, don't I? Oh, and I'm going to. Let's see here. I don't really care about that guy. So this one is.
Yeah. As soon as I saw those woods, Sam, I thought that's not good news.
So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take.
What are you doing?
I guess it really doesn't matter. We're going to take this 2 on this fire squad right here.
What does that make you do?
Move. So he's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to move into that one right there.
No, this costs you 2 to move into here. You would have to stop.
Oh, is this a 2?
Yep.
Oh, it is a 2.
It's got your little triangle thing, hasn't it?
Yeah. Now you could, if he can't shoot at you, you could go. No, you couldn't. Never mind.
Stop giving him ideas, for goodness sake.
Okay, but this goes away here. It was my turn.
5.
That's it. That's turn.
That's it. Yep, that's game.
I can't use my 5, can I?
That game.
I can't use my 5 for anything, can I?
You can't. That's turn. You're out of common.
Oh,
dice.
because we're out of Dubris. Yeah, right. Keep forgetting that. Sorry. Red and blue.
And then we add another white die here, and then let's make sure we get them off of all the dice because I missed that one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's the one I use. Yeah, right. Gotcha.
There we go. Oh, one more. See, right here. They kind of blend in. I think I need to zoom in a little bit more. That might help. Okay. And yes, we got all the dice. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and roll.
Do them, and then we'll do our privates.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
well,
did you
Sam
roll?
was saying the Germans have a real disadvantage if you're playing without concealment. I think I'm adjusting those damaging with the 6s on my private.
And
I got one.
And you have 2 in the common.
Okay, so that is remove all the yellow dice.
Oh dear, how sad. Never mind.
Ouch.
That hurts just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're in pretty good shape right now.
Yep. So the woods, morale checks due to artillery or mortar fire here. Take -2 penalty. Okay. Oh, geez. What am I going to do here? I'm trying to figure out if I want to fire. I want. Okay, so I am going to take Sergeant Brody, and he is going to coordinate. He is going to command the assault squad underneath here. And again, we're on a learning game, so let's
yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Of course, this is going to be there. We go. Oh. So we are going to move or assault. Can I assault or? Okay,
well,
we're going to move into this one.
I mean, hang on a second. You can, yes, he has assault. If you want to assault, because you're commanding, it's one of his actions. He has an assault action.
Yep.
So you can move and shoot. Now you're shooting with a -1 to his 7. I mean to his 8.
Okay.
So,
but it's only the one you brought in. It's not adding the one that's
it's not.
there.
Yes, it's only the one I brought in. Yeah. That's correct. So he has an assault. So he's going to assault. So he moved. It's a -1, so it's a 7, and then you're in what? An orchard here? Yep. So that's -1, so it's a 6.
But you're adjacent.
Oh, so back up to a 7. Here we go. Let's see. Let's roll low. Come on.
Oh, that's what I like to see.
You leave Hardy behind, though. Okay. You can. Okay, so Hardy stays. He commands, but he stays because it's
right.
Okay, you can only coordinate a stack to move, fire, or take cover. Oh, the whole stack, but you can command him. Not coordinate. I meant command. I'm sorry, I meant command. So, okay. Okay, so that was okay. So, Ruff, it's up to you now.
Hold on.
And make sure I get the terminology right here.
Yep. What'd you roll?
11.
Oh, that's not good.
Not even close. Like,
the nice thing is though, you left him able to take another order.
Yep.
Now
I'm gonna have to fire, aren't I?
Don't forget the rule. If you are in the same hex, space as another one, that locks that space down. No shooting or firing. Now other units can move in to help.
You're talking about melee, yeah?
Yes.
I'm not going to move in. I can only move one, can't I? So there's no point me going into melee with his humongous assault squads and whatnot.
I don't remember the stacking.
I think it's 2 and a leader, isn't it?
Sam, help us out with stacking real quick.
So it might be advantageous for me to move, but I can't move them both in, can I?
2 squads, 1 vehicle, and amount of other counters and stacking limit. Any amount. Oh, and any.
Gotcha. Right.
So we can do 2 squads and a leader. And melee resolves at the end of the game turn, so you can dogpile first. But obviously not above
2.
Not above the stacking limits, of course.
Well, I can only. What you're saying is, what you're going to be meleeing me, yeah?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, there's no point me meleeing you, is there?
No, you need to fire on me.
I need to fire, so I'm going to fire. Which is why I put my fire squad on top. We're going to. We've got to use that red die. Yeah.
That's a +1 for your fire.
So that's 10.
That's 10 plus 11 because you're
You're
adjacent.
adjacent. -2 though.
Yep.
So that's 9. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, 9.
Oh, you could also do suppressing fire. Ooh, okay, let's play a little bit of this. What we got going. So we'll.
Oh, he's got it in capitals. It sounds important. He's shouting at me.
Well,
Which no, that means take heed. Suppress +2.
let's read on what it does for you.
Suppressing fire resolves the same as standard fire with the following changes. The action cannot cause casualties for any reason, ignoring any casualty reductions. If the involved unit would route such that they are eliminated, they do not route. Regardless of whether the action is successful, place a suppressed counter on the target zone. And I'm assuming that if I go to melee,
any unit that enters zone 1 or more suppression counters, it must interrupt their movement and perform a morale check. A suppression counter indicates that.
So a successful suppress fire would stop you from meleeing with one of those squads, yeah?
I don't know.
So next time, Sam, we'll have to get you on so you can talk to us as we go.
Yeah. Should we get Sam on tomorrow?
Let's see here. See, I was looking for the assault, but that's bot turns.
I'm looking at melee here.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. He comes back. He's recommending suppress because it's more likely to pin.
Yeah.
You cannot care more about movement, and you can care more about movement and less about kills right now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it worked basically. There's no casualties, but I still could be pinned, and then I would have to spend an action to unpin this.
Yeah. And you've only got one other one to melee with, haven't you?
And so if you suppress, which you still can suppress because that 4.
Well, no, I'm going to use. No, hold on. I'm going to use that one.
Oh, because it's a 3. Yeah, it's a red 3. Yep.
Yeah, and save me other one for any
Although
other.
The other one would allow you to try to take the initiative. So basically, Sam, if I'm getting this right, and you can say yes or no to this, it's pretty easy. So suppressing fire can just pin somebody. It won't cause any casualties. No, so you ignore all casualty reductions. Correct. It only can pin them if they fail the morale check.
Yeah.
But it's just easier to hit because you're not looking to actually hit them. You're just trying to pin them down.
Yeah.
And it'll also hurt you if you decide you're going to shoot because they're suppressed.
Oh, yeah, because I'm pinned. Well, I don't know if usually when you're pinned, you can't shoot.
No, I'm saying let's say you didn't get pinned.
Oh, because there's a suppressed marker in there, isn't there?
Right. He's got a suppressed marker underneath him, which means if you were to shoot with him, it would be a negative for you.
Okay. Okay, so Ruff, you're doing the suppressed fire, so you get a +2.
Yeah.
And then you get, so that's an 8, so that's or 9, so that's an 11. Adjacent 12, but then -2 for the terrain.
10. Is that right? 10.
That's what it sounds like.
And it's so he says suppression counter reduces the firepower in the zone for the rest of the game turn. Also, units moving into it take a free op fire effectively because they have to do a morale check.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, so go ahead, Ruff, fire away.
Oh.
Okay, so you were successful.
And it's a double. Do I get anything?
Not going to help.
I don't think so because it's not a. There's no casualties. You ignore all.
Oh,
casualties.
okay.
Yeah,
Right.
ignore all casualties.
But you got to do a morale check now, haven't you?
Yes, and I have to take 2 or add 2 to my morale, or take 2 away from my morale.
Right.
Nope. So he's like doubles. Nope. Suppression. Sad face.
Bam.
Now
Okay,
you
so-
would have though if you would have just fired at him.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now you I know.
Yep.
So I have a 7. So I actually have a 5 for the assault squad.
Ooh, I don't believe it. It rolled off that 5.
Yep. And then I have an 8, I think, for the recon. So that'll be a 6.
6.
I get
About
an 8,
time.
so he does get flipped.
I was thinking, Tony.
And then there's a suppressed marker in here as well.
Yeah, they're on the back side of these guys here.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually, hang on just a second. Hang on. I'll give you one up here. And that
We'll
goes
just
under
put it right next to it.
it's supposed to go underneath the unit infected, isn't it? Affected.
Well, they're all affected by it, so it's actually the unit. It's actually the cover.
Right.
Yep, the suppression fire is the area.
Is that the whole train? Okay.
So technically my assault squad could try to assault in there if they wanted to.
Yeah, he can fire at you with, final protect it. Well,
Yeah, final protective fire.
yeah, I'm just wondering, can he also fire at you with op before that? I don't.
Suppressed is the only counter so far that affects the zone and not the unit. Okay.
Right, gotcha.
So Ruff, you just suppressed fired me.
Yeah.
So it's my turn now. And I think this fire squad, we're going to take, what is it to move? A 1 or a 2? Let's go ahead and take this 1. He's going to move, and we're going to go.
You get
1, 2. We're going to go in the road. I know it's dangerous, but I got to get moving.
I'm running out of options here. Well, shall we op fire? We've got 1, 2, 3. I can see you, can't I? With my fire squad.
With both, actually,
Well, fire squad's much more thingy, so that's what I wanted to save that for.
Okay.
So
this is out fire, isn't it? Yep, it's out fire.
Yeah.
So, and then don't forget to discard one of the common pool die too.
Oh yeah, right.
3 or a 4 there, Ruff.
Yeah, I don't know. Did it make much difference? What do you need? You need 3s, don't you? So let's get rid of 3. And op firing. I was thinking, Tony. Yeah, I can't think of anything to talk about tomorrow on the War Room. So maybe I was going to say maybe get Sam on.
He's available.
Are you available tomorrow to come on the War Room, Sam, and talk about your new game, which we are thoroughly enjoying, by the way?
Okay, so what you got, Ruff? What you got for me?
Right, we've got 9 plus 1 is 10. Minus 1 minus nothing.
Sam, 4 to 6 Eastern.
Minus nothing. So it's a minus 1.
I moved in the open, so you get a plus 1.
So it's back to 10. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
By camp.
Bye, camp.
Oh, by camp. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, we got a 10.
7. That's
So
3 off.
4. I have a 6, so I need
3. Oh, it's working out fine now.
Okay, so now it's your turn, Ruff.
Oh, yeah, that was my up 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was your up fire. Yep.
Oh, there's not a lot I can do. There's no 1s and 2s left. I'm going to get rid of one of mine, and that means
you can't discard that one. You have to discard one of the common pool.
I've got to play that to do the thing,
yes.
right?
Yep.
So we're just going to discard a common. I can't. Can I play my 3 for anything? I could take cover.
Yes, take cover is always good.
Understood, Sam. Let me. It's roughswordsman@gmail.com. Rough.
Here's my email. I'll need your email, Sam. If you could, let me do it. Hold on. Sorry, Pete.
Yeah. Check with us, and then I totally get the 7-month-old. Well, he is young if he has a 7-month-old. You're right.
I know it makes you sick, doesn't it? There's my email, Sam, and you'll be made very welcome. Okay.
So, Ruff, you're going to try to get cover.
Well, do it on. I've got to be on this one, isn't it? So I can use that.
A little bit, Sam, but I have a 16-year-old and 2 11-year-old twins. So, yeah.
Whiny.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
No, I was
dear.
just making the point that he's trying to say that having a 6-year-old, a psychopathic one, a sociopathic one at that.
I have one of those. I have one of those at 35.
Yeah. I get it, Mike. I get it. But I'm just telling him it doesn't make him sound that much older.
No.
Okay, so with cover, what does he have to do? A morale check, or is it or?
Now, because I've done that, I can try and steal Dubry, can't I?
Yeah, because you took it from up. You took it from.
Yeah, it's my last private.
And now you're at a 0.
So it's whoever's got the lowest. 1 die. Oh, come on. There we go.
3. Oh.
Okay, so you have the initiative now.
But I'm fine. So that's it. So I go again, yeah.
Well, are you? So you did cover. Is there a cover?
Oh, do I have to do anything for cover? Mike, do I have to actually roll anything or not?
To do what?
Cover.
No. You just
okay.
You just place cover.
Is there a counter for that? Or?
There is. It's right here. Let me copy and paste one.
Thank you.
And you put it facing, your way.
So I have to twiddle that
just,
round. Yeah?
Just like that. The cover's facing the way that you're facing.
So I have to turn that round, yeah?
No, you're fine.
No, I say you're fine just the way you are.
Hold on, I can't even see it. That's why. Oh, in cover. This is in cover. Yeah, gotcha. Right.
Okay, so yes, now you do get to go again, Ruff.
Oh, we'll just get rid of one then.
Yep.
Hold on. I could do another cover, couldn't I?
Yeah.
No, I can't. No, they're all covered up. Oh no, there's one under there.
Well, where are you pulling that from, Ruff? Hold on.
It came
from there.
Okay. I was just making sure because it looked like he was pulling them off. I'm like,
what, of your private stash? No. I'm going to do another cover there. All right.
Okay. I will make you one.
I'm assuming I can do cover.
Yep.
Hold on, let me get out of it. All right, let's get out of it. Let's move that over there. That's it. Right, and that can go sort of there. Oh God.
Here, I got you.
Thank you. The beer's kicking in. Sorry.
I got you.
Right.
Yeah. Rough.
Damn that physics. Right. That's it. Back to you.
Sam says sound like we're on for tomorrow. So email.
Lovely. So what I'll do, Sam, is send you a StreamYard link. You just click on it. You don't need to install it. I assume you know how it works. And come and join the fun. We're a good crowd there. So thank you. Talk about the game, which we're thoroughly enjoying.
Yeah, it's a blast. I'm really enjoying it. Yes. So it's my turn now. You kind of ruined a few things for me. I appreciate that.
That's the idea. That's those pesky Germans for you.
Oh, no kidding. He's moved. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take this 2 from mine and try to.
Well, I can't do anything
back. So I'm going for the initiative, Rough. So we got to roll off.
Okay.
Oh, you should have no problem beating a 5.
You say?
I got initiative back. Okay.
Damn them dice.
And then so this fire squad's going to move into here. And I need to discard this one. Oh, which one do I want? Hold on. Let me make sure I get the discard I want.
It doesn't matter because I'm just going to discard the other one in a minute.
No, I get the 2 turns in a row. So
you've nicked the, isn't it? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Rotter.
The old initiative.
The problem with this is, let's do it anyways. Wait, that doesn't work either. So yeah.
I tell you what, we still got a few people watching.
Well, you do have take cover available to you.
Oh yeah, which is my? Oh, that's a 3. So yeah,
that's a 3. Yeah. Well,
yeah, so I'll discard that one, and then this one will take cover, and the one that's not.
I got one here for you.
Okay, cool. Okay, there we go. Okay.
It's got to go. Yeah, underneath the unit's taking it.
Yep. All right, so that's the end of the turn, which this is a perfect time for us.
Yeah, we're halfway through. I know it's taken 2 hours, but it should go quicker now.
Well, we actually did some. We had to do some teaching and some learning and stuff, and going from there. So, but yes, we will need to finish now. Next Friday, I am going to be winter camping, so I will not be available next Friday. So
that just sounds miserable.
Well, that might.
It's in a cabin, so it's not really camping.
Well, I can have a chat with Camp then, and maybe on a Friday.
Yeah, maybe that'll work out for you guys. Definitely. So
yeah.
But so let me go back to the cameras here. So we got it. And we'll go from there. So Mike and Sam in the chat, thank you so much for introducing this to us.
Sam, if I forget, because I got mine like a sieve, I will send you an email anyway tomorrow at about, what is he, Eastern, same as you?
Yes. Where are you located at, Sam?
He is in California.
I'll send it out about 20 minutes before the show.
Oh, so he's out there with you, Mike?
Yeah, he's at the coast. He's right by the place I always go camping out in my RV. He lives like, I don't know, 15 minutes from there.
Is that PT? That's not physical training, is that specific time?
No, that's Pacific time.
So what would be his time at
3 hours different from mine, so that'd be 1 o'clock.
Shows 1 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
So I'll send out a link to you, Sam. If you send me your email, please, or I'll just send you an email saying send me the email, whatever's easiest. I'll do it when I come offline here. But I can't. I haven't got your email. Send me your email, dear. Damn it. Send me your email, please, Sam, and I'll send you an email. And that'll be. Oh, great. Okay. Keep up, Ruff. Yeah, about 20-1 then.
No, it's the beers hitting you rough.
Yeah, crikey. It's 11 o'clock here. I should be.
I know. I'm gonna have to go get some food here. It's like 1:15. So.
Well, what do you think? What do you think?
Oh, I'm loving this. This is definitely awesome. This is a great
it's
one.
Easy enough, but there's a lot going on, and I like the fact that I can mix lights.
Mechanics. If you've ever played a war game, most of those mechanics are going to be fine. If you've ever played any other type of game, you're going to get it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But it's one of those that I don't want to use the word simplistic, Sam, because that's not what I mean by it.
Easy. Let's say it's an easy game to understand, but there's lots of nuances. Like I like the bit when I'm nicking your dice. I do like that bit.
But there is a how do we say it this way? There's a deepness to the game that you get out of it.
And you guys have just scratched the surface.
Yeah, we played an easy introductory scenario.
Right. So. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff. The way the assault weapons work, to be able to move a heavy machine gun, you got to be disrupted for a turn while you're getting it set up. And there's just little things in there that make sense, but are easy, but really affect the game. Some of the other squads are really cool.
Yeah, as Sam says, there's weather, you've got artillery, you've got tanks, haven't you, I think? And
you got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the way he's got it set up with some easy scenarios at the beginning, slowly introducing, because you're going to be introducing new concepts to just about everybody, no matter if they're war gamers or if they're not war gamers. You're going to have concepts that not everybody's going to get. So, starting off with some small, easier scenarios are great, and it seems like a pretty easy system to create scenarios for as possibility.
As well as you can probably do it for most theaters of Second World War, maybe even other wars. So keep it up.
It's also going to come in a pretty small box too, which is nice.
Oh yeah,
that'll be.
Because there'll be expansions. No, because there'll be expansions, and then I'll have to find a box to put all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, he says, I have plans, so that sounds good. So
I mean, when we're not being monetized by GMT, but if you fancy this thing, go over to GMT. Make sure you do the P500. On the old website there. I already have.
I think I have too. I'm not going to look at it because I don't want to say I did it and then didn't. Because that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
But last time I saw it had made cut at 574, and it's now up to 576. So if two of you have signed up, thank you.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, it's it's fun. So. It's a nice it's a nice game for just to.
Sam, just so you know, I will be posting this on the GMT Facebook website to get more people to take a look at it, because maybe people haven't seen it. And
no, it's us. They won't even give it a second.
Yeah, you're right. They'll be like, "Oh, that's Tony and Ralph."
Them too. Yeah,
they're just a bunch of yahoos. So, okay, with that, I'm going to get going because I'm getting hungry, and I have a dog that I have no idea what he wants, and
he wants feeding.
I fed him already, but for some reason, if I'm here, I'm the only one that can let him out, or because he only comes to me. So I don't know. I don't get it. You just want to.
I will say, you guys want me to save your game, right?
Yes, yeah, because we do want to finish it up.
Oh yeah, because we're only halfway through. I don't know what Gareth. What do you mean by is the RB up for a load yet? What's that mean? Gareth,
I don't know. Rubber boat. I probably would know if I did. Once he says it, I'll be good. But War Room tomorrow on Ruff's channel, and we have Sam. He's going to jump on.
Sam, the designer, because I just had so much fun. I know Jester's put up a poll on the Tack Up thing. Sam was on one of them, but I preempted him, so he's going to have to ump with me. Oh, right.
Rulebook. No, it is not, because it's still being tweaked.
Yeah. It's very early in development, but it looks virtually done, doesn't it? I know they're tweaking it now.
No, it's got a ways to go.
Yeah, it'd be a while, so you might have to click the P500. But I suggest to put a poll up, and one of them was Sam, but I've preempted him. So as I say, he probably got the
There
ump.
you go. Good,
I don't
for
care.
You.
I don't care. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get going. So we're like 2:15.
All right.
2:15.
Yeah.
So
All right,
War Room. Let's just remember War Room tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. proper British time, and
1 p.m. out west.
Yeah, and our guest Sam London. What a great name! That's a great name for a film star or a musician or whatever.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, it's gonna be great. So
thanks, guys, for watching. Do appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
when we play next time, we'll try to have Sam with us on the stream, and then we can ask him questions as we go through, and he can add more.
He's on my side. All right.
Okay, I'll take Mike.
I don't mind.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Have a great night, everybody. See everybody tomorrow.
Hope you see everybody tomorrow. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.